Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... Come back anytime. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back anytime.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Done already, are we? And here I was expecting a challenge.
Indeed.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Would seem we... the need to visit the palace.
waiting on that report.
We have reached. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
How intriguing. Somehow my feet always carry me here. I'll just graze the rest of us. Silence cultivates with common folks like this. Such quietude is a blessing.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, in if aught happens.
But not at the expense of...
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
When does my watch end? I ought not neglect my duty to the town.
It is our duty to see this peace protected.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
What have I done to deserve this, I ask you?
Time to hit the sack. Keeping my cups of tea.
Now, where was I bound again? Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. 'Tis lovely to see you.
My bed calls, and I shall resist.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the... roads, despite the hour. Much obliged. The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
I'll have an early supper.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. to think. Diza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Diza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Diza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting? I'm not sure.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Diza demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Here, if you please.
I dare not enter. To the palace. But I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
Every minute of this existence is torment.
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today. Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not. It's our place to hurry the Arisen.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
Our duty to see this peace protected. I'm surrounded by winches on all sides.
We shall remain. Here.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
What they're wondering of me now, I dread to think. Not
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
What say we gather some information?
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words... You've my gratitude. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
At least here I can let down my hair.
What should I get up to?
Should be something fun to do. It's not a care in the world.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Days like this make me sad to be alive.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Welcome.
What is that?
Oh dear. What am I to do?
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
This isn't much to go on.
What's the point? There's no way out of this.
I do?
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Would seem we've a need to scrounge up information. 'Tis tedious work, but I suppose we'd best get to it.
You have my support.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. I know so little of this world, and of my clan.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Of course. No one is bothered with a wretch like me.
How dare you! All's lost. This can't be happening.
I remember the last time my pocket they had I ought to be getting home.
Causes Cray this harm.
Must then calls, and I shan't resist.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale. Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
Mayhap I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Suppose I'd best be heading home. I dare not showcase a performance unperfected.
At once, master.
Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
I can't take it anymore.
Can't we make our own?
I'll get that for you.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
It's not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
I'll treat myself to a tipple before bed.
This headache's driving me up the wall, Tis. Tidy. What else needs doing?
My head hurts just thinking about it. I must be grateful that he's to have a full bed. I've little enough gold to spend as tears. Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind. What teachings might salve the people's woes?
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
This is a place of prayer.
Please, sir, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults. My prayers will surely be rewarded from the hereafter.
You will suffer.
Self. I must be grateful, at least I have a full belly.
The end comes. I shall not struggle in vain.
From all this sunshine.
You will suffer for this.
As I well know.
I need not strive to know the unknowable.
Sets my foot down dark paths, this place.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report back now?
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Good, we're here.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
The charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Manage whatever comes. We always do, don't we?
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
It is no great shock to me.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Over here. Come look.
It's above.
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
I suppose 'tis so.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have...
I grant you lightning's fangs.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind.
You're always good for a laugh.
I need not strive to know the unknown.
Why, hello.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Always gotta be in the thick of things, me.
Such peace. Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It's not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Thankless job, this.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
If I can avoid it.
First, assess the field, then act accordingly.
Good to see you, Master.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Now we must report to Captain Brat. That's the way of things, is it not?
Who's there?
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Right, just follow me.
This isn't much to go on.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
We're in the right place, but the one we're due to meet has yet to show. Ought we to wait for them?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... Always a pleasure.
Come at last, I see.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I...
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Tad rowdy, but I
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Not bad, all things considered.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
I vow to see this endeavor through to its end.
It would seem we even need to visit the palace.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Lots to do. Precious little time.
I'm the crown jewel of our
All this hustle and bustle keeps me waiting.
This place is lovely. I might stay a while.
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on that. 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me.
Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
Fancy a look at my weight.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the... price, just remember, misers die early. Deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We have a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Well met, sir.
Draw in as many customers as I can.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of... You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged. Fear I've no wisdom to offer. Peruse at your leisure.
I've little enough gold to spend as tis.
Nothing's harder than living an honest life.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
I have a feeling there's good coin to be made here.
Peruse at your leisure.
They are today, just how I like it.
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick coin. Peruse at your leisure. Peruse at your leisure. It's on me to bear what comes. Have a look.
Oi, keep your distance.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Horns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
A lonely place. But not without its charm.
So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never...
We shall await you here, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Couldn't hurt to put my feet on the mat.
Suppose I ought to earn myself a
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be... Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say. I'm not sure who gave you this, but it's beyond my ken.
As it should be. There's no concern. I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to awake me in my chambers. I will return presently. recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
I'm in it now. This end's getting cold.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
What are you doing in here? I don't. Guards, seize the intruder.
Mustn't let the captain see my lead.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
I'd rather not draw. Oh, could use a rest.
Or to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Pray, leave me be, sir.
You ought to learn when to leave well enough alone.
Ah, good. I find... myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
Would seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allard's chambers.
What should I do?
Tis quiet about.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
What a racket!
Working this
Been a
field
while
is
since
all
I heard a
I
good
know.
story.
I'm not stopping.
Gladly stay a while.
Bunch of dullards, lot.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of... You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.